Hey guys, welcome to a new episode of Casual Talks. If you're new here, Casual Talks is the series in which I interview pros, community figures, content creators of the Rocket League scene to find out more about them. Last week it was Turtles. I loved that interview. He gave us so much insight on what it feels to be a pro and what it feels to transition from the pro scene to content creation full time. And today we have someone who's been doing only content, and she developed a wonderful community. She's done a lot of nice things. I hope you listen to her advice. She's a very smart person. And without further ado, here's Casual Talks with Athena. I just want to start by thanking you for doing this. I appreciate you taking the time.
No problem.
I always start with the same questions to everyone to kind of, just ease ourselves into the interview. When did you start playing Rocket League?
I started. Okay. Sorry. I started as a joke, believe it or not, in what year is it? Is it 2018? Yes, 2018.
Yes.
So I streamed all so I started in 2016. Whoa. I feel old. So I started out 2016. I was sitting and I was talking to some friends on Discord, and I was playing games, and I played games a lot. And I don't know, I had a lot of time. I guess I had just come back from my first year of university, and I was in my second year. And I had a lot of time, but I didn't know what to do, I guess. And it was November, I believe, late November. It was about to be December, and I was talking to my friends in Discord, and they were saying, "Hey, you should stream on Twitch," because I was a girl and I played video games, and I'm like, "Excuse me, what?" And then I thought about it, and I was like, bet I won't. So scuffed Athena was got OBS downloaded, settings totally wrong. Everything was just totally bad. There's a person in my mod who still comes to my channel almost every day. And I started on Shell Shock with no face cam. I didn't have a monitor. I played on a 60 FPS TV.
Oh,
and and I sat on a couch. I didn't have a setup. I put my mouse pad on one arm of the couch. I put my keyboard on my lap, and Windows is trying to DDoS me right now, but that's okay. And then, oh my God, Windows, let me join Rocket League. Okay, hey, get off me. Okay. And that's how it happened.
You started Twitch before Rocket League then?
Yeah.
So Shell Shock. I have no clue what Shell Shock is, honestly.
It is a tank game. It is pretty cool. It's just like tanks. There you go. I started playing Rocket League, I think, a week after I started streaming. By Shell Shock, I was able to get 15, 20 viewers, which is kind of nuts in my opinion, because that's a lot of people from a tank game. And I moved to Rocket League because I was finally able to upgrade my internet. I hadn't met anyone in the scene, nothing, until 2 weeks when Dylan hosted me. Well, the thing is with the streaming, it's not really about the numbers for me. It's really easy to focus on follow count, sub count, how you're doing compared to others, and it's really easy to fall for that because I know a lot of streamers are right now. The people, if you go into my channel and you go into my stream, the people that are the people who you see there, they've been with me for the long run. And that's something I said when I was going to London and RLCS. It's not a fan meetup. It's we're just hanging out because they are my friends, and I care about them. And as cheesy and corny as it is, I was able to see one of my friends, or one of my moderators, he got a degree in finance, his master's degree, he just finished. Ooh. And I was there when he first got engaged, and I was able to see them get married throughout the time of just him being in my stream, which is nuts.
What would be your favorite thing about the Twitch platform?
My Twitch platform. So this is something that I've discussed with other content creators. If you look at the audience who watches Twitch, there's a lot of people that are really going through a rough time. Like they may not say it, they may not want to admit it, but there's a lot of people that are just unhappy with like their life, or they're going through like a troubling time. And something that I love about it is I'm able to make, well, at least for some people, I'm able to make them laugh or smile or just, like just forget about what they're going through for at least like 10 minutes or 15 minutes. You want to know a funny story?
Of course.
So I was going through a tough time, and this is months before I started streaming on Twitch. But I watched Rocket League videos. So I watched actually when John and Rob first started doing their twos videos. That's a long time ago. That's like early 2016. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, I'm bad. But I remember sitting in my dorm room and watching John's videos with Rob, and then like looking back at it, like his videos really helped me out. He's the one that actually got me started on Rocket League.
Was that a goal of yours to eventually collab with John? Because now you've done multiple collabs with him.
Nope. I just called him out, and then he said, "Do you want to do a video?" And I was like, "Okay."
Yes, please.
Like that's cool. Like looking back at it and seeing that how his videos were able to like like I don't know, I don't want to say it, like inspire me, but like help me through a difficult time, and knowing like I now make videos with him, it's just kind of like a wake up call to see like it's like, oh my god, like that's crazy. People aren't entitled to get viewers, viewers will decide to come back, and if they want to stay in the stream, they will. And I've seen a lot of tweets about this, and I've been debating whether I'm making a tweet about this or not. You have to really care for the people in your stream. I know that's really easy to say, and that's really easy to do, but for example, something that I do for my moderators that I can guarantee you, like almost not, or very few streamers do, I send them care packages. Ooh. So as a moderator of my channel, I know it's pretty difficult, because there's a lot of people that don't like the fact that I've grown the way I have, or that I'm a girl, or they say like there's so much difficulties that comes with streaming.
Yeah.
I write them letters, and I give them care packages, just trying to get people involved, Yeah. If people see that you care, they'll want to come back. They'll want to spend more time with you. If you notice the little things, then they know that you're not just another streamer who just wants to pay attention to their game and their stats.
Mm-hmm.
And it takes time to mend those relationships and build those relationships between mods and communities and people in your stream. It takes a lot of time. And sometimes people I don't want to say aren't able, but don't want to foster that relationship.
Where did the Night Howl theme came from?
So I get asked a lot. They're like, Athena, why do you get an owl? And so I'm like, okay, well, story time. So if you look in Greek mythology, the goddess Athena always had an owl, and it was always perched on her shoulder for wisdom. And that's why I say chat is always so smart and has 200 IQ, because they're just so wise. So it is a compliment to chat and the community.
Do you have like a pre-stream routine, or like do you just go with it?
I just go with it. Oh my god. You don't know the amount of effort it is to stream until you're a broadcaster.
Agreed.
Like the amount of time you have to do setting up everything every day, like making sure where you want chat or where you want your alerts to be, or having like placing those windows, or setting up scenes in OBS if you want to have like an intermission screen.
So you started with Twitch with this game that I already forgot the name, this tank game. How long did it take to go into YouTube after that?
Oh god, YouTube, I didn't start till like a year after. Gold Rush was actually the first event that I met everyone. That was the first time I met any of the pro scene or some of the commentators, and I was so nervous for that event. I was so nervous, like, oh my god, because I had heard about everyone, and that was the first event that I went with Dylan, and everyone was so nice. Everyone was so nice. A lot nicer than I thought, because I was like the new girl and I didn't know what to think, and I didn't know what to think of everyone. But I clearly remember walking it, and then Sis has like a vape and then just like blows it everywhere. I'm like, what are you doing, Sis?
You mentioned the favorite thing about Twitch is the community, the proximity, and being able to like know the people in there, personally, and help them. Besides that, what would be your favorite thing as a content creator? Maybe beside like the community feeling, is there another part that you really enjoy?
Hmm. So I'm not. So the older people that are watching this are gonna appreciate this, I guess. So as being like, I would say as a Twitch streamer, I'm actually saving for like a retirement fund.
Ooh, what a pro!
So I talked to my parents about it, and like going to school and like being able to do that is kind of big, at least for me. And I'm finally able to do that. And I know, and so many people have told me that it's kind of essential. But that was something that I was really excited about. It may not be as like super cool as some people, or like glamorous as some people may think, but it's kind of a big deal for me, at least. And like being able to show my parents like, hey, look what I've accomplished. Not even like financial wise, but just look at everything that I've done.
Yeah.
It's really cool, and something that I'm very proud of.
That's I mean, there's something to be proud of. So you still go to school, like you're at
So
the same time of doing all that.
yeah, so I'm starting again in this fall. So I'm not taking any classes right now. But it's just it's difficult when school comes around.
Yeah. What do you study?
Marketing.
You study marketing. Like, do you want to eventually branch out and do that as a job also, or like do you just want to implement it into like your already existing like ecosystem?
So one of the things that's really big for me is I want to get a degree.
Mm-hmm.
That is something that is a no. Like I will not change that. I will not, no matter how well I'm doing in streaming. Like I think a degree in like life is always beneficial. And I didn't go to as many classes this last semester as I should have. Like I didn't take as many.
Yeah.
Like as previous semesters, and so I'm gonna like crack down and just focus more on school this next semester as well, because I wanna be done, and I wanna get my degree, because like there's not a lot of people in this scene that have a degree, like not even just the Rocket League scene, but just in esports in general. Yeah. Like they don't get degrees, and I can understand if financially it's difficult, or there's a roadblock in your way. But personally, I think that a degree is very important in this life, because you don't know how long streaming is going to last. You don't know how long you're going to be in the esports scene. You don't know if you're going to be here forever, however long time. You have to think about what you're going to do next. And that's something that I've talked to my dad about, and something that he's worried about, because he looks at this and looks at streaming as a temporary thing. Mm-hmm. And I think that he has a point to an extent, that streaming and doing everything content creation is a temporary thing, that eventually you have another chapter ready for you in your life. But it's just, no matter what, I think that getting a degree or going to college is just something that you need to do, Yeah,
it can only be beneficial.
Yeah.
I like to end on giving you, if you want to shout out something, someone, or spread a message out there, what would it be?
Ooh, this is a big one. I have two things. I want to let the people that are watching this know, who have hopes and dreams about streaming, YouTube, everything. The more time and more effort that you put into doing what you love, it will pay off. It will pay off. No, it will take. It may take time. It may take a lot of hard work, but it will. You can do it. There's been so many times where I've gotten messages from broadcasters, that they're disheartened about, what they've done. And I always tell them, and I always try to reassure them that, hey, if you set your mind to it, if you really want X to happen, you need to focus on Y and Z, and just don't give up. I can tell you as clear as day some of the things that people have told me. You'll never be a big streamer. You'll never succeed. You're just the girlfriend. You only can do X, Y, Z. You're not even good at the game. People only want you because you're a cam girl, and I could go on and on and on.
Mm-hmm.
And I am comfortable with that, with getting those remarks, because I know that I'm doing something with my life, and I've put my heart and soul, and everything they're saying isn't true,
Yeah.
And it's sad to see that happen, but as long as you don't give up, even when it's the most difficult thing in your time, and this goes with anything, everything will be okay. Everything will be okay. And the second thing is shout out to my mom. So shout out to my mom. She watches my streams all day, and she helps me with the care packages and helps me with a lot of things and gives me advice even when I don't want to hear it. Shout out to the people who've stuck with me since day one, especially my mods in my community. I can just list people that have been there, and it's crazy. I want to say there's mods in my channel that have been in my stream when they found me when I started 2 weeks. It's nuts.
Yeah.
It's nuts. And
They
so
stuck
shout
around
out.
for so long.
Yeah. So shout out to them.